Hello, you guys. Wanted to pop on here and share a quick tip, something that I have been playing a lot with lately. And that is closing the gap between the person you want to be, the next level version of you, and the you here now. And this has been coming up for me a lot lately because I am in this huge up level right now. I'm in a lot of stuff where I've kind of like leapt and I am waiting for the net to appear and really holding the faith and really trying to get all of my energy behind it so that I am that person who is ready to receive bigger blessings and a higher level of success. But that really requires us shifting who we are and how we're operating and who we're being and how we're showing up in every way. So again, I've been really playing with this lately, and I'm like, I can see the future version of me when I think about, envisioning things, or when someone asks me like, where do I want to be in 6 months or 6 years? Like, I have an answer. I have a clear picture. I can see it. And, if I'm doing something like a vision board, I'm all about it. I'm very good at that. But I've been noticing that when it comes time to be that version of me now, I'm like, I know who that version is and I can picture it and, get really specific and detailed. But when it comes time to be it today, when the future comes today and it's like, oh, this is the time, like it's time for me to be this version of me, that's where it gets a little scary. It's like, oh, well, I'm not ready now. Like, she's coming later. But if it's always later, if it's always out in the distant future, then we know that it never actually happens, right? So again, it's closing that gap. And what I want you to think about with this is like, what do you really want in your life? And again, in 6 months, in a year, in 6 years, in 10 years, whatever it is, think about who you want to be and what kinds of experiences you want, what you want your life to be like. Like, it can be one particular part, like in your business or in your health and body, your relationship with your life, your relationship with others, maybe romantically, whatever it is. But think about, where do you want to be? Like, what's your big vision? And then to collapse, again, the time frame of this version of you that you want to be and the you here today, the important part is to be that now, to step into that now, to feel it now, but to also be it now. So visualization and, meditating on it, doing the vision boards, all super helpful, journaling on it. But ultimately, again, we need to start showing up as that version of our future selves now. So I want you to start to think about this and then see how it shifts, like asking yourself, what would that version of me be thinking? What would she be saying? How would she show up in her work with clients or with her team, with employees if you have them, with coworkers? How does she show up online? How does she show up at networking events or with friends and family? How does she show up with her partner in her romantic relationships? How does she show up dating? How does she treat herself? How does she care for her body? How does she set boundaries? How does she dress every day? How does she present herself? How does she walk? How does she talk? How does she move through the world? All of it. How does she do all of it? Like, who is she being? Who is she? What is she thinking about herself? What is she feeling? What kinds of thoughts, again, is she repeating on replay? What is she believing about herself and about the world and about her future, about her capabilities? So I want you to really use this as a little spark to really start to get clear on that version of you and how she is being in the world. And then start to be that now. Start to put it in place. And I've been really noticing this, and I was talking to my husband about it yesterday. I was like, sometimes I show up as that version of me if I know I'm, going into a certain special event or whatever. But then there's other times that I'm like, don't feel like it today, whatever. And that's fine, like giving yourself so much grace, because again, it's building a new habit and it's rewiring neural pathways. But I'm really challenging myself to start showing up in every department, in every moment of the day, as that next level version of me, because it does matter. And when we say like, oh, whatever, maybe tomorrow, again, it's just really keeping that gap in between where we are now and where we want to be. And to close that gap, we need to start showing up as that future us now. So I hope this is helpful. I'd love to hear if it is. I'd love to hear if you play around with this. Again, get super into it, think it, feel it, be it, believe it now. And it's amazing how it will start to pull that future toward you so much faster. Okay, love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you soon.